I have a question. Hi, ladies. Kelly Lindsay with the Aboriginal Human Resource Council. Last year, it was funny, I got an invitation by Lisa Raitt, the minister, and she was hosting a women's forum on women's issues in Winnipeg. Now, having a name like Kelly is not, I get a lot of mail saying, Ms. Kelly Lindsay. So when I walked in as the only male into this women's forum with about 30, they realized, oh, he's a man. My wife said, good, knock your boots out, enjoy yourself. And there I was with 29 women, and we talked about women's issues that day. So my question to you, my question is this, what can men be doing to help advance Aboriginal women in entrepreneurship?
Julie? Certainly men can step up and recognize that women can be leaders, are leaders, and we don't have to be pseudo-men in order to be a good leader, right? We can lead in a woman's way, which often is, again, I love this panel because it's like we collaborated ahead of time and decided to speak with one voice, and we really didn't. It's about consensus building. It's about working together toward goals and reaching out for help when that's needed. And the communities I've seen that are successful, the First Nations communities, are ones that where the leadership, male, female, whatever, recognizes the value of all of the members. Elders, youth, men, women, people who belong to, you know, this faith tradition, that faith tradition. They don't all have to agree on everything. They just have to cooperate together. So I think it's instilling some real respect and not just paying lip service to it. Anybody else like to comment?
I just want to say I think it's essential that even as we are here as primarily a group of women today, and the programs, for example, that I am involved in are targeting women, we engage men as facilitators and mentors and part of the program. When we did our first Train the Trainer in the northeastern Alberta region, we had out of I believe it was 5 First Nations that participated. I think 3 were male community members that were learning the program. So I think that is a really essential piece to engaging the full community and having success, and recognition that there is subtleties that are different. Women typically are the primary childcare and household operators. There's other considerations. Women tend to lead with a more holistic viewpoint in their businesses. So we need to make sure that that is translated across both genders, and that the young men that I meet these days as well, they are also interested in a lot of those values that have traditionally been considered female values, and they want to be spending time with their young kids, and they also want to be engaged in their communities. So we need to make sure that we don't make this a gender us and them, and we engage men and women equally in delivering these programs.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I just want to mention that during the past, I'd say decade, I've seen a lot of change in terms of our men coming forward and being more involved in non-traditional roles, and also looking at the role of women and what we play in terms of our motherhood, but also the balance of running a business. I look at some of the leadership that I've worked with over the years, and specifically this past year, it's so good to see a lot of our chiefs and leadership giving credit to the women in their community and the respect. And I think it's great, and it's good to see that occurring in our communities across this country.
Sheila.
I'll just add to Kelly's comment, Lindsay's comment, Kelly Lindsay. I think that you have to have a conversation with the guys that you have conversations with. This is something between men as well, that the importance of the role of the women in entrepreneurship and in business and in Canada. So I think that you need to speak to the men about our role and how important it is for success.